What's up, everybody? Welcome once again to the Poindexter Lounge. My name is Enosh, aka Enosh Vet, and today we are continuing with our Aquaman toy reviews. That's right, toys from the movie Aquaman for the DC Multiverse. Of course, today we are going to talk about the Build-A-Figure for this set. You can collect all four of the normal figures, which is Black Manta, Orn, Aquaman, and Mera, and of course they form this trench warrior. So we're going to talk about that, plus we're going to sneak in a little bit about this set right here, the Gladiator battle set. And I'm not taking this out of the box quite yet, but we're going to talk about it too, with a few other little surprises. So let's go ahead and review these now. So here are the main pieces for our trench warrior. We're going to take a little bit of a closer look at each one. We have up here at the top, we have the head, of course, with two arms, the main torso, and two legs. Now, these all come with various figures, and we're going to look here on the back. It comes with Aquaman, Mera, Orm, and of course at the bottom there's Black Manta. Here is what the trench warrior looks like once he's assembled, all the different pieces and all the different parts. Now, there is a fifth figure that we found out that was an Amazon exclusive, and we will be reviewing that figure as well, but he doesn't come with anything for this trench warrior. Let's go ahead and put this trench warrior together. We'll go ahead and snap in the arms, as you can see here. Snap in the left arm, snap in the right arm, get those into place. Sometimes they're a little harder to go in, and you got to be very careful because obviously you don't have a replacement part just sitting around, so you want to be careful in how you snap these in and make sure that they're going in, that you're not forcing them. I've heard tragic stories of how people have forced a peg in somewhere thinking that, oh, it's the right one. Come to find out they weren't quite looking right, and it's the left leg going into the right peg, or vice versa. And before you know it, you got a problem on your hand once it breaks. And so you don't want to do that. Here, this one's giving me a little bit of a trouble, but go ahead and get it in here. And once we get it in, we'll be just fine. Like I said, sometimes these take a little bit of finagling to get in, and as you can see here, this one's giving me a little bit of a hard time, so we're gonna go ahead and get it in, and then we'll come back to this. And there you have it with a little off-screen magic. We've got the leg on, and he's working just fine. We'll go ahead and snap the right leg in, and it looks like it's gonna go in a little better than the other leg, so there you go. One is simple, one is not. And then basically all we have left is the head. This one goes together pretty quick. So of course it had to give us some drama with the leg, right? So it's a simple ball joint, goes right there into the hole. And of course you want to be careful that you don't break the stem or the ball off into the head, but just snap it right in. Of course it has to give me some kind of trouble. Work our off-screen magic once again, and there you go. Sometimes you just got to give a little bit of pressure. But there you go. There is your trench monster, trench warrior, as it were. His mouth does do some interesting things here, as we'll go over in a second. This is what he looks like all around. He's got these awesome fins. Those fins just look great. Something out of like you know, an old 1950s show. His head does go all the way around once you get it on. It does go up and down. His mouth opens and shuts, opens pretty wide there. That's a cool feature. His arm goes up and down all the way around, and then of course he's got a swivel at the bicep right here, up at the top bicep, and then again at the elbow. As you can see here, it goes all the way around. So there's a lot of articulation with this figure, which is cool for a Build-A-Figure. Of course, his wrist goes all the way around, as you can see here, and his hands go back and forth. So a lot of great articulation for a Build-A-Figure. And then of course the right figure does the exact same thing. He goes around at the shoulder, at the top bicep, there again at the elbow, as you can see here. And then of course at the wrist, and then the wrist goes back and forth, just like that. Great claws on this thing too. He does have an ab crunch, which is a cool feature for this figure. He's got an ab crunch, and his waist goes all the way around, just like that. His legs go all the way out, so you can pretty much just about do the splits with him. Then of course he's got a rotating swivel here at the thigh, and then at the knee here, his knee does not swivel, but it's got a double piece there that will go ahead and go up and down. His ankles go back and forth, and of course up and down, but his ankle will go all the way around. just like so. We'll go all the way up. You can put him in all kinds of weird contorted positions. And then of course the other leg does the same thing with a swivel at the thigh, the double knee joint, and then of course the ankle and the foot will go all the way around. So there you have it, folks. That is the Trench Warrior. This figure looks really great. I mean, there's a lot of detail to this figure. Really brings to life the moment in the movie Aquaman where we first meet these trench creatures. You know, that's one of the best scenes visually in all of the Aquaman movie is when Aquaman and Mera descend into the trench. Now, he will stand up on his own, but he does have a little bit of a hard time. I had a little bit of a hard time getting him to stand up on this surface. So I'm going to go ahead and use Mera's spear here to go ahead and prop him up. He's got that tail fin, so I mean you can have him kind of stand awkwardly, but you know, this will do just fine. And so we could take a little bit of a closer look. He looks really great. I can't wait to see what they do with these creatures in the next film that they're going to do about them, because they are truly scary for sure. But that's the Trench Warrior. Now let's go ahead and take a look at this Gladiator battle set. Now I'm not going to take this out of the package because I really kind of like the way that it looks displayed, but it's Orm and it's Arthur in their battle armor from the fight scene in the movie Aquaman. Here Arthur's is gold and resembles directly from the movie. And of course there's Orm in his blue and silver with his purple tipped trident. And, you know, it was a great fight scene. It was a really cool scene in the movie, and I'm really glad that they made this set because it makes a little bit differently. Here's the artwork on the side. Of course, is the Orm artwork from the Solo action figure as well. And then, of course, same as Aquaman, it's basically just the same exact artwork from his Solo box as well. And then, of course, here on the back, we've got the picture of them. Of course, here are the 4 individual figures that we've already reviewed, along with these 2 here in this special pack. That brings it up to 6 figures, along with the Trench Warrior, that's 7. And then also the Vulko Amazon exclusive figure, which we will also be going over in another video. That brings it up to 8. So here it says, in a colossal clash of sea titans, Aquaman fights against his half-brother Orm to prevent a war between the surface and underwater worlds. And that's exactly what he does. And there's a great scene that these 2 are depicted in. They look awesome. So here you have all 7 of the original figures, minus the Vulko figure from the Amazon exclusive. But you got Mera, Aquaman, the Trench Warrior, Orm, a great and awesome Black Manta figure, and then of course the 2 Gladiator style figures there in the back of Aquaman and Orm. These are awesome figures. It's an awesome set. When you think of all together, there's 8 here, and it's very well balanced between villains and heroes, which a lot of these sets are not. Either you get like all heroes and just maybe 1 villain, but here you get everybody, and that's just awesome. All the main players are here, and so even if you're a kid who has some extra money and you get the Multiverse figures instead of just the plain figures, it truly was a great movie, and this is a great set of toys. What in the world is going on here? Who's that? What?
It's me, King Shark. I'm the king of all the sharks. I mean, I know you're the king of the 7 seas, Aquaman, but I just gotta ask a question. Why am I not in this movie? I mean, you got Mera over there, you got Ocean Master, looking with this weird silver helmet, and of course you got Black Manta. What about me? You even got one of those crazy Trench Warriors. Come on, man, I want to be in a movie. Wait, I am going to be in a movie. I'm going to be in that new Suicide Squad movie, so, well, I guess, never mind. Why aren't I in this movie? Doesn't make any sense.
So there you have it, folks. That is my review of the Trench Warrior for the DC Multiverse from the movie Aquaman, along with the Gladiator battle scene from Aquaman. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and keep this in the package for a little while. If I do end up pulling it out, I'll do another review and show you guys what these figures are all about. And of course, you can get your very own Trench Warrior if you collect all 4 of the figures in the series. That's Black Manta, Orm, Aquaman, and Mera. Of course, they all come with the pieces, and you can form your own Trench Warrior. So guys, thanks for joining me on these reviews of the Aquaman figures. I really appreciate all of you. I love toys, and I hope you love toys too, all right? So I will see you in the toy aisle. My name is Enosh, aka Enosh Vet for the Poindexter Lounge, and keep playing with your toys and watch out for the trench warriors. Till next time, bye-bye. Hey guys, if you made it this far in the video, you are awesome. Thank you guys so much for your support. Please smash that like button and of course subscribe, and also hit that notifications bell so that you are aware when we put out new videos, which is like all the time. Thanks for being a part of the Poindexter Lounge, and we'll see you next time.